guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to go through and do a perfect base. So it's all about quick, easy and simple, time saving. So we're going to start first off with a moisturizer. Now I do recommend, it's important to moisturize your skin and using a good moisturizer, one that contains hydration, but then looking at what your skin's like. So if it's oily, stick to maybe water-based moisturizers, and then if it's quite dry, maybe your oil moisturizers. Just working with your consultant or wherever you may go to get your moisturizer. So first off, what we're going to do is I'm going to clip back my hair, and I'm going to use these little alligator clips because I don't want anything getting in the way. So I'm just going to flick my hair back. So I have also fake tanned, I did last night, and I really like to go in. Honestly, I swear by this one. This is the Saint Tropez mousse. You can leave it on for like 2-3 hours, but I like to sleep with it on, and it leaves you with a really nice natural finish. It's a cream based. I did put some on my face, but obviously it does have a tendency to kind of just slide off my face, so it doesn't matter. Off with, I'm going in with the Hydra Beauty Gel Creme from Chanel, and this is a very light gel texture. Just going in with a small amount, and we're just going to place the product first, and then we're going to work it around the areas that we need it. So this is intensely hydrating, and I always find it makes my foundation last for so much longer, and it gives me a really nice radiant glow. So that's kind of what we want, isn't it? I know it's what I need. So after that, we're going to go in with a primer. So most of you in my other video, you've probably seen me use the LeBlanc primer. This one's really good. I do like it. It's very nourishing and hydrating, but it leaves you with a really nice glow. So I'm all about those kind of glowy primers, that one that leave you with a really nice radiant finish under your foundation, but ones that are also really easy to mix with your foundation, if that makes sense as well. But today I'm going to go in with the Napoleon highlight. So this is a Radiance Boosting primer. So this again, you can mix with your foundation. It comes in a really cool tube, so I do love that. Pumps and tubes like this, I find I have so much more control over. So I'm just going in with a small amount on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to use my fingers to move that through. That way we save dirty brushes. We save having no dirty brushes. We save having cleaner brushes, I guess. Less washing up to do. So I'm just going to pull that up the face and around. I really like to knead it in, pop it over the eyes as well, and pulling it across the face. Okay, so next up, the skin's primed. This is a really nice primer as well, the Napoleon one. It's really moisturizing, and it leaves you with a really nice dewy glow. So if that dewy kind of finish is what you're after, I do recommend that primer. Today I'm just going to go in with the Vitalumiere Aqua foundation. It's a very light coverage, keeping it quite light and natural, and this is in number 30. Give it a really good shade before you use it as well, because it is water based. It's a really nice shade. It does look darker on my hand than it does everywhere else, but that's okay. So I'm going to be going in with my Duo fiber brush. So I do recommend having quite a few brushes, but having 3 main ones that you would use quite often. So one that's good for powder, one that's for foundation, and then one for highlighting and blushes. So it's just a very light finish. Circular motions or sweeping back and forth motions, whatever you prefer. For concealer, I'm going to go in with 2 types of concealer. So I'm going to go in with my Chanel Corrector Perfection number 10. This is just for around the eye area. This is a semi-matte kind of concealer. And then I'm going to set it with powders. So this is my Napoleon, the Ultimate Nude palette. This is fantastic, this palette. So you can use it for all your contours, highlighters, you can use it for blushes, shadows, anything in particular. It works wonders, I find, and it's so good for travel too, because you've got everything on the go, all the colours you need. So to begin first off with, I'm going to pop just a little bit around the eye area just to conceal, and I'm just using my finger just to blend that through. Now you can use a brush if you want. I like to use fingers because it helps warm the product up, especially if it is winter. Your products can go quite hard or just a little bit harder to move on the face. So following up after that, we're going to go in and set the eye area first. So I am going to go in with my Napoleon Nude palette. Now the colour I'm going to use to set under the eyes is this one here. So this is just a very yellow based nude. And I'm going to go in with my Sigma brush. And this is the Tapered blending brush, E40. And we're just going to apply it under the eye area, like so. And this is to hold the concealer in place. This way it doesn't crease or doesn't come off throughout the day. The eyes are set and ready to go. I'm going to go in and set the face. So I'm going to use 2 products again. You don't have to use both of these, but I do find because one is coloured and then I can't show you the other one, the Essence one, but it's a loose. So I'm going to go in with my Gorgeous Cosmetics PP04. So this is a powdered perfection powder. This is a compact powder to set the whole face, or you can use it by itself. But also because I want to kind of give myself a semi-matte finish down the T-zone, I'm going to go in with my Essence matte powder. So just with my Sigma large powder brush, just going to go down T-zone. I don't want it to push and pull. Oh my god, that feeling. Probably can't see it, but maybe if I try and grab the light. I just hit pan. Only the slightest amount, but Essence loose matte powder. It's so good. I think they're made in Germany, the products, and you know what, I rate them just as high as a big brand, as any big brand, like a high-end brand. Our base is done. We can move forward with contouring. Just to contour the face, I'm going to go through and use my new L'Oreal Glam Bronze. This again I got from Target. They were having a huge sale on makeup, so I just went all out. There's a little contour brush underneath too that you can take on the travel, so I do really like this palette. I think it cost me like $7.50. It's fantastic. I'm just using my Sigma large angle contour brush, and we're just going to follow the hollows of the cheek. So you'll find the top cheekbone here, and if you roll your brush underneath, there's like a little groove through there right near where the ear starts and the hairline flows through. So that is where you're going to apply your bronzer. Once you've mapped out your colour, your placing, sorry, you can apply your colour. Sweep motions back and forth. And now we can go up the hairline and we can softly blend that out. Bring that natural warmth into the hairline. Now another little tip as well. I like to end my contour where the end of my brow, so the tail of my brow, that's exactly where I like to end my contour. I'm just going to skip and go straight ahead to lips. So I'm just going to pop my Smashbox O Plump on. It's just going to plump my lips up, so when I pop my lip stick on a lip gloss that I choose, my lips are nice and plump. I'm going in with my Nars blush, and it's in the shade Orgasm. It's a very soft pink with a gold filtered glitter through it. So just with my Sigma contour taping brush again, I'm just applying a little bit to the apples of the cheek to create that volume, and then pulling that product straight up to where our bronzer sits. Now that the base is done, that is our focus point. We can go through and just fill out the brows just a little bit. So I'm going to go through with my Bobbi Brown brow gel fix, and this is just in Mahogany. It's just a natural brow shaper, so it's like a little wand like this, and I'm just going to filter that through the brow hairs, pushing them up, so it's adding colour, but it's also holding the brow in place. And I do have quite patchy brows, so it's a bit annoying. So if you have quite full of brows with the hair, these are fantastic. quick, easy, simple, on the go, and it holds all day and all night. If you do need to fill in a little bit, I do recommend going in with just a powder. This just to obviously fill through the gaps where the hair isn't there. And I like to go in and use my Chi Chi High Definition Brow Pencil. So the brows are done. They're all fixed in place. Great little trick if you've got quite bad lighting at home. You don't, oh my god, I can't see my brows. I like to do this. So I like to just, my hands are really cold. I like to just create a shadow around my face, so around my forehead. This creating a shadow on the brows, and that way I can see if I've got a perfect arch, which I have done so. So brownie points to me. So we can move forward with eyes. I'm not going to go too intense with eyes. I'm going to leave that for another tutorial. I'm just going to go in with my mascara, which is the Maybelline Great Lash. I love this one. I've used quite a few mascaras in the past. But for some reason this one just really seems to get me. Isn't that amazing? Like the wand is soft. I used to be able to go in with like your big ones and stuff, but lately I've found my lashes to be quite fine. It's so sad. But this one's fantastic because it's just a very soft one, and you can just gently I'm just going to gently wing out my lashes. If you want to add a bit of colour, we can go in with the Napoleon contour palette. So what I'm going to do is with my large tapered blending brush, I'm just going to go in with this soft brown just here. Just applying this bronzer just to create a very defined line through my eye. Because I do have heavy set eyes, I don't want to make this area here prominent. I want to pull it in. So see how instantly, yes, it's drawing attention to it, but not with a highlight to make it look larger and bigger. It's kind of just pulling it back and making it look very soft and subtle. So mascara, shadow's done. We can now move on to the fun part, highlighting. So I have two great palettes here that I love to travel with. They're from the Balm, so I've got my Rockstar palette and also the Voyage Volume 2 palette. So I just purchased this one recently, because I'm obviously obsessed with this one. I got ages ago, which they still sell it. And now the Balm's come to Target, so here in Australia, so it's pretty exciting. It used to just be at David Jones, but now it's in Target. It's so exciting. So this is the palette, and this is the Bon Voyage Balm palette, or the Voyage palette, Bon Voyage, anyway. So this is the palette here, so you've got two lipsticks, or if you wanted to, you can use them for the cheeks. They are cream cheeks. Two powder blushes, a bronzer, and then a highlighter, and then you got these fantastic heavy pigmented shadows, so they look fun to use. I might actually go in with this one here, just with my finger, and just pat it through the centre of the eye, just above where we've done some contouring, just to add a really nice highlighted glow. That way it's just not one colour through the eyelids. Really light, so you can still see my freckles as well. And then this is the eyes, really soft and natural. No liners, not going to go with liners today. And then we can move on to highlighting with, bear with me when I pronounce this. So I'm going in with the Illuminizer powder in the Balm palette in, Kurakarabicha, don't know, but it's beautiful. It's a really nice illuminating shade. And knowing the reputation the Balm have for their highlighters, whoa! If you guys have it, let me know what you think of this palette as well. Or if you have any of the Balm products, I love them to bits. There we go. So really nice, effortlessly easy, highlighted, contoured bronze glow. And then finish off with, I'm just going to go in with my Essence Long Lasting. My camera's about to die. Liquid lipstick. This stays on forever and it's so creamy. So that is the look, guys. That is how I use all my beautiful products, just to create a simple base. I hope you guys learned a lot in this tutorial, and subscribe if you want to follow me along. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. See you guys.